I'm Arjun, and I went from a constantly procrastinating idiot, like someone who wakes up and just scrolls on YouTube shorts for 9 hours a day. I went from that type of person to someone who can lock in for 4 hours and do deep work. Someone who can cut out all their distractions, and someone who has achieved all their goals, whether it be academic, whether it be council, whether it be money goals. I've been able to buy myself a phone and help my parents with money. And all of this was because of deep work. And in deep work, there's a very specific skill that I learned that has maximized my productivity to crazy levels. And it's not just helped me achieve my work, my goals. It has helped Fortune 500 CEOs, top athletes like Usain Bolt, founders like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs. Every successful person you know has used this very trick to become the person they are today. And in this video, I'll explain that trick to you so that you too can achieve all your goals and maximize your productivity with the help of this trick. It's been explained very well by James Clear in the book Atomic Habits, which I've read around 7 times in the past 3 years. And this trick has helped me achieve all my goals. This skill is called identity change. And the reason identity change is most powerful is because it is the strongest way to achieve a good habit. Like, for example, let's take the example of someone trying to get fit. Okay, there's three ways they can approach this goal. One is outcome, second is process, and third is identity. The first one is maybe they'll say, okay, I want to get fit. That's it. I want to have abs. I want to have a good body. I want to run X. I want to run 30 kilometers, whatever. That's the outcome. So that's the outcome that they want. When you try to change habits with outcome, and you just set a goal, you're never going to reach there because you don't have the process for it. The second type of habit change is identity, a process. So in process, what happens is you create a plan for yourself. Okay, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times this week. I'm going to go to the gym and hit this workout. I'm going to bench this weight. I'm going to run these many kilometers. That's number two, which is process. And number three, the strongest way of habit change is identity change. In identity change, you don't just say, okay, I'm going to bench this weight. I'm going to go to the gym and bench this weight. No, you don't just say I want to be fit. You become the identity. You're going to say I want to become a healthy person. Understood? So instead of, for example, if you take an example of a musician, you're going to say, I don't want to play this instrument. No, I want to become a musician. I don't want to read 10 pages of a book. I want to become a reader. I don't want to run a marathon. I want to become a runner. Do you understand the small shift? What happens is your outcomes and your processes are weak ways. The best way of habit change is to change your identity and who you are. Like if this is too complex, let's just take a simple example. There's two people who are trying to quit the bad habit of smoking. One person says, "Sorry, I'm trying to quit cigarettes." When someone offers them a cigarette, person A says, "I'm trying to quit cigarettes for now." Person B says, "Sorry, I don't smoke." Do you see the difference? This person says, "Sorry, I'm trying to quit cigarettes," which means they're reinforcing the identity that they were a smoker and they're trying to quit now. The identity is still of a smoker and they're just trying to quit. Whereas person B, what he says is that, "Sorry, I don't smoke." So the identity of a smoker is dead. He doesn't identify himself as a smoker anymore. Do you understand how powerful the shift is? Because one person is trying to quit a bad habit, whereas one person is already believing, saying that I'm not that person anymore. I'm not a smoker anymore, and I'm not going to smoke anymore. Person B will make way more progress than person A, and that's how it has been. If you take the example of Usain Bolt, he used to keep telling himself, "Yeah, I'm the fastest man in the world. I'm the fastest man before every single race." If you take the example of Kanye West used to practice his Oscar speech while he was still taking the train. Like before he was a big musician, before all the Grammys, he used to practice his Grammy speech on the train because he was reinforcing the identity that he is a Grammy award winning singer. That's exactly the type of people who gain the success. They believe the identity of themselves that they've already achieved it, and they reinforce that identity. You can take a simple example of fitness again. If someone comes and says, "Bro, your biceps look big," all of a sudden your identity is like, "Oh, I'm someone with big biceps." You're never going to skip an upper body workout after that. You will never skip biceps when you're training arms because your identity is someone who has big biceps. Now, how can we apply this to deep work? The idea is simple. Instead of seeing someone who is trying to quit procrastination, instead of seeing yourself as trying to work 4 hours a day, working 4 hours a day, no. See yourself as someone as a deep worker. Create the identity of saying, today I'm a deep worker, and because of that, I'm going to work 4 hours a day. Understood? Don't keep a goal, don't keep a process, change your core identity. Now, how can you do this? I'll tell you a few really cringe and corny ways which I did this. I used to open my journal right over here and I used to write, I am a deep worker. I remain focused for 4 hours a day. Distractions don't come. Like, it's really affirmations, like some girly bullshit. Like, I don't know, I've seen these influencers do it, affirming to themselves, but trust me, it works. I know it's cringe. I know it's so corny, but it literally works because you are subconsciously telling your brain that your identity is that of a deep worker, and automatically your habits will follow. Identity is the north star of habit change. If you want to become a person who gets 4 hours of work done daily, your identity should be the same. Is that clear? Now, there are a few other ways I've written down over here to get better identity. The first thing is cut out unhealthy people. Like, this is one of the first things that I did personally. Whoever was trying to say that don't work so hard, shallow work is better, and stuff like that, they're indirectly telling me to not work so hard. I cut them off because I knew that they're wrong. My identity didn't allow me to interact with such people, and all I did was just work. Second thing is obviously track. Like, every action you do is a vote towards a new identity. This is directly from Atomic Habits. For example, like, let's say you're trying to hit the gym, right? You're trying to get a big physique. You will tell yourself your identity is I am a healthy person. And every workout you do is a vote towards this identity. You'll tell yourself, okay, I am a person, I am a reader. Every page you read is a vote towards this new identity. Similarly, if you tell yourself and believe in the identity that you're a deep worker, what's going to happen? You, every time you deep work, whether it's for 30 minutes, whether for 5 minutes, whether for 5 hours, I don't care. Every time you focus and you lock in on a task and you accomplish it, you're casting a vote towards the identity of a deep worker. So your action step for today is open a journal and write down what type of identity you want in one aspect of life. In the aspect of say fitness, my identity is someone who's agile, fast, and can fight. In the idea of business and entrepreneurship, my identity is someone who provides value for free to an audience like you who is suffering from procrastination, of course. And I've solved that problem. My identity in terms of work is someone who can accomplish a lot in a small period of time. And because of these multiple identities that I have, each time I do a good habit, it adds to that identity. Each workout I do, or each trying to shadowboxing stuff I do, it adds to the identity of a fighting agile physique. Every time I work, it adds to the identity of a worker or someone who can accomplish a lot in less period of time. Every time I record videos like this, it adds to it's a vote towards my identity of someone who says that they're providing free value to an audience with pain points like procrastination and lack of focus. So in short, identity is once again the north star of habit change. If you want to change your habits, change your identity first. And that's how literally every single person became successful. They saw themselves as the best version of themselves, they adopted that identity, and they did the actions that cast a vote or support that identity. Thank you for watching this video. And if you want to really lock in on deep work and productivity, you have to join the free community that I've created, where I upload free resources every single week. And if you want more personal help, as someone who has been through this journey, done through the trial and errors, if you want personal help for free, of course, because I'm offering free coaching, click on the Calendly link in the description. Thank you. And remember, done is always better than perfect. Never aim for perfection, always aim for progress.